reiterate, this is not a competition.
Welcome to the 15th Annual Interactive Achievement Awards. Now please welcome your host, Jay Mohr.
Thank you. Thank you for that tepid applause. It's nice to know after 7 years, you guys are not that excited to see me. Well, I'm excited to see you. This is the Interactive Achievement Awards. I am Jay Mohr. Do you like that video? That took me 40 minutes to make. That's how awesome I am at your work. No, actually, the kid who made it is with us tonight. Alex is here. Alex Cobb, stand up. Wow. Alex! Holy smokes. Nice job, buddy. Next time, wait for somebody to ask you to stand up. He jumped out of his seat like he was coming to America. Yes, I'm very happy to be here. He's a Lego maniac. Nice job, Alex. That was very impressive. This is his first time out of the house since they canceled MASH, but we just broke the time-space continuum with that observation because Alex is only 23 and they canceled MASH. I think he thinks MASH stars Catherine McPhee. Is that the show? What are they doing? Why are they bullshitting us and introducing No, she was on fucking American Idol 8 years ago. Don't introduce us to her now. We know her. Did we get sidetracked? Yes. Come on, what do you expect? There's one black guy here. Can we show some love for where's the one black guy's round of applause? The one honor every year. Just for some tax code, you have one black guy. Yeah, I'm wearing a tuxedo at the Red Casino. What is this place called? River Rock? Red River? What is it called, for real? It's on your name tag. I just feel overdressed. Everyone else is wearing like denim shorts, and I'm like, it's like wearing a condom to a monastery. There's really no reason for this at all. Hilliman's wearing a black, somehow you're wearing blacks that don't match. How do you make that happen? Andrew Dice Hilliman, a gig! Denim jacket, honey, a gig, it's in the game now! You're the best. He gave me his business card at the bar last year, which taught me a very valuable lesson. When people give you their business cards at the bar, it means, get away from me. EA Sports. We'll call you. How many jokes did you guys write today? Really? This is how we're starting? This is good stuff. Not great, good. That kid jumped out of his seat like he sat on his keys. Did you see that? With us also is the man who wrote the score for that Lego piece. None other, this is pretty neat, legendary music producer Glenn Ballard is here. Let's hear it. Yes, he produced the Alanis Morissette album, Jagged Little Pill, which is a great album, and Rolling Stone called that album one of the top 500 well, 500s? He's clearly inebriated. One of the top 500 albums of all time, which is nice. But I think Rolling Stone needs to dial it back a little, because when you're making lists, when you get up around 440, 450, it kind of takes some of the luster and shine. That's why they only give out 40 Grammys every year. Top 500, who are you behind? Captain Beefheart, Pet Sounds? Jesus Christ. Ugh, every year Rolling Stone tells us how great Pet Sounds is by the Beach Boys. It's fucking horrible. You know what it sounds like? Pet Sounds. It actually sounds like my dog wiping his ass on the carpet. That's what I think of Pet Sounds. By the way, your dog wiping his ass on the carpet, the most disgusting and hilarious thing simultaneously happening at once. Just drops it down and looks at you the whole time. And you look at your dog like, no, God, I wish I could do that. Who doesn't like Jagged Little Pill? That was a good album. That album featured an angry Canadian girl talking, you ought to know, Alanis? You ought to know. Remember that? I'll sing the whole damn album if you guys don't dial in right now. Alanis Morissette talking about the merits of blowing a guy at the movies. That was... No? It's one of the top 500 albums. This should be right on the tips. Did she go down on you in the back of the theater? I don't know why Betty Davis became Alanis Morissette. Katharine Hepburn, more, I'm from Canada. I think Elton John's Daniel also is about that, but it's more subliminal. That, my friends, is the top shelf high water mark for smart jokes for the evening. We will never reach that again. I'm only messing around with Glenn Ballard, of course. It's awesome that he's here. Isn't it ironic? By the way, Glenn, nothing in that song is irony. A fly in your wine, you're shit out of luck. There's no irony. You should have told her that in the studio. A black fly in your Chardonnay, isn't it ironic? No, that just sucks. It would be ironic if you were at a, oh my God, there's no black flies in our white wine convention. And then you'd go, all right, now this is ironic. Because here we are. It's one of the top 500. Let me put that in perspective for you. Comedy Central named me one of the top 100 comedians of all time. Yes. Oddly, Alanis Morissette also on that list. God damn, that's funny. Glenn won 27 Grammys, and his records have grossed $285 billion. I've made that up. I did all my research on Glenn Ballard the day Wikipedia blacked out. Or as Don McLean would call it, the day the minutia died. What am I going to do without Wikipedia? Did you guys know I'm 5'1" and I'm on coke? Definitely not 5'1". Listen. Morgan Webb and Adam Sessler from G4's X-Play are with us. Let's hear it for our friends. Yes. Once again, they're with us. I saw Morgan out on the red carpet. Oh, by the way, little red carpet etiquette. If you're going to bring a guy from Japan all the way to an American red carpet, maybe tell him Ed Hardy, leather jackets, not so cool anymore. See, I'm the kind of guy that says, hey, you have something in your teeth, and with your reaction, you don't. Would you tell him the plane was a fucking time machine? He's not auditioning for the Jersey Shore, for crying out loud. Hook the guy up with a polo shirt. That's good. Wow. I really enjoyed that. You guys came to his defense. Whatever your name is, guy, you're amongst friends. Because these people have your back. It's with a heavy heart, I have to announce to you guys that G4 this year will not be televising this. Last year, G4 televised this, and that was super cool. We all got to be on TV. However, they took a 2.5-hour program and they shoved it down into 17 minutes, which I didn't really understand, because if there's one thing G4 is never lacking, it's programming. What? Yeah, sorry to get in the way of your Little Wonder reruns, G4. God forbid you actually show the award show. No, just get it down to 17. We got that Will and Grace run, you know. I don't know why I turned into Colin Quinn when I'm talking about G4, you know. You know, Little Wonder, you know, little Vicky, she was nuts, you know, she had superhuman strength. This year we are streaming live on the internet instead of actual television. Thanks to our friends at GameSpot. They are putting us live right now on the internet. Ich bin ein Berliner. I love it. The internet is the future. The internet is now. The internet is way better than television. You don't believe me? Television has Chloe and Lamar. The internet has a cat playing piano. TV has toddlers and tiaras. The internet has two blind women using a Swiffer to masturbate. I heard. Over and over again. TV has 18,500 ads for NBC's The Voice. The internet also has 18,500 ads for NBC's The Voice, but it also has the Honey Badger. And the Honey Badger does not give a shit about The Voice or anything else. Most importantly, thank you to the one person that got the Honey Badger reference. Most importantly, TV does not have Jay Mohr, and the internet does. That's right. I am the #1 podcast on the internet. Scoreboard. That's right. And here I am at the, all right, so I'm fudging the numbers again. I am the #1 podcast in the world. And here I am hosting the #1 award show in front of the actual 1%, right here, a room of pasty white guys. This is it. Game, set, match, scoreboard. Internet wins, because we're here tonight. And let us not forget that the internet also has The Guild, starring another one of our presenters tonight. Presenters tonight? No wonder people think I'm high all the time. I can't talk, sorry. I get excited and I say presenters. One of our presenters, the lovely Felicia Day. Round of applause for Felicia. Yes, no jokes. Oh, you're right there. Hi. Don't worry, there's no jokes. She's like, oh, great, he's going to shit on me now. Despite what you may have heard, this whole event is not just a ploy for you guys to spend an evening with beautiful women like Kelly, Morgan Webb, and Felicia Day. It is that, but it's not just that. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Violence, Miss Splosion Man, Mr. Splosion Man, and whoever else. Trannies. Are there trannies here? I don't want to leave anybody out. If you're a tranny, now's your moment. On the wings of love, do it. Or just sit on it for the rest of the night, keep it tucked, you're done. All right, that was your choice. I don't want to hear shit from a tranny at all tonight. I thought it was really messed up the way you called out. Shush, zip your weird voice, tranny. You had your shot. This is the 15th Annual Interactive Achievement Awards. Yes! Or, as I would like to call it tonight, Occupy Red Rocks. That's right. This is a sit-in against vacation destinations people might actually enjoy. This is the weirdest hotel I've ever been in my life. Everything's red. The soap's tinted red. I thought I was bleeding out of my colon, toilet, everything red. Red windows. Way to go. How am I supposed to know if my pot is laced or not if every window is fucking red? And I know some of you right now are super high. I know that. I do know that. And you don't believe me? The quickest way to spot the baked person at your table is they're smelling the wooden flour. Right now. Right, Matthew Lee Johnston? Right? Right? Now? All right. A little too real? Okay. If I'm honest, I don't get the Occupy movement personally. I don't. I know some of them think they're making a difference. But in the end, the people in charge, they're not going to loosen that vice grip no matter how many times those proud protesters listen to Ika Mouse's ganja smuggling before hitting a bongo and taking a nap in a park. Was I just Dennis Miller? And how many times ganja smuggling by Ika Mouse in the park? That probably would have been funnier if he was still famous. Hey, Occupy people watching this after stealing the Starbucks Wi-Fi, the cold, rich, and the powerful are going to crush who they can whenever they can and let God sort them out. And if you don't believe me, just ask the people that used to work at Activision. Oh shit, no he didn't. All right. This is a very odd group to get a read on. JJ, don't make fun of Activision. Let Andrew Dice Clay do that stuff. Activision, honey. Hey, a Skyrim job, again. Hey, you know Zelda? I fucked a goat. Miss Pac-Man running around eating up all the balls, huh? With that fucking bow in her hair, right? Look, that's a lot of shit. You gotta like one of them. Like I'm swinging for the fences in 40 different, left field, right field, straight center. I'm moving the runners over. All right, forget the whole dice run. Actually, here's how I would like the video game industry to show solidarity with the Occupy Wall Street people. It's being the year of the protester and all. All right, 3 words, Occupy Arkham City. That's what we're gonna do. Yes, yes. Don't not applaud because it's somebody else's project. That's not team play. Don't act like, oh, poor Activision. Fuck those guys. Too much swearing, JJ. Sorry, you're right. There's no one here. It's the voice in my head sometimes. It's the guy next to me. It's Norm Macdonald. Yeah, a little too much swearing, you know. Oh my God, dropping F-bombs in front of all these video game people, you know. Oh my God. Oh God. Hey, I don't know if it's a sequel. Did somebody do Norm Macdonald already? You guys have just had your fill. You just walk around the lobby going, if I hear a Norm Macdonald impression tonight, I'm walking out. I can't take it anymore. If I hear Sherry Baby or a Norm Macdonald impression one more time, I don't know if it's a sequel or a bonus round, but that would be the ultimate test if these protesters resolved, is Occupy. That'd be cool. Let's see if the solidarity within those hippies in that drum circle holds after a one-armed Polish clown hopped up on Venom, starts brandishing a sledgehammer around. I'm pretty sure they'll disperse. Is Goldman Sachs the real enemy, or is it Deadshot? Let's really test their mettle. Is Clayface vulnerable to a glitter bomb? These are questions I want to know. Sefton Hill, you can raise these important questions. Round of applause for Sefton Hill. And the Rocksteady crew. Rock steady, rockin' steady all night. I love that game. I played most of the games nominated tonight, not just Arkham City. And once again, I am in awe of all of you, all the artists in this audience. You're amazing. That's why I love coming here. I wouldn't show up here to Ballroom 36HA2 to mildly entertain any old group of neckbeards and eccentric millionaires. No. You, sir, I have nothing but love for you, sir. I say it every year, but it remains true. I will never be as good at my job as you guys are at yours. And that said, you did manage to piss off a few other people this year. Where are the Zynga folks? Where's Zynga? Just 2 guys? That's the whole Zynga contingent? The biggest freaking game in the world? They just send 2 guys on a Southwest flight with free peanuts? Here, Zynga, go. Go get your shit, come back. Back to the mill, asshole. Let's go. Shop, chop. And let me be clear, I have always loved Zynga. I especially loved it when it was called Hasbro. Anyway, what'd you think? I was gonna let him off the hook? Alec Baldwin, I mean, you have a new friend there for life. Holy smokes. Alec Baldwin refused. Hi, I'm Alec Baldwin. I'm not getting off this flight. Was that Clint Eastwood or Alec Baldwin? They're close, either way. Just imagine me heavier. Actually, I'm pretty heavy. Alec, he refused to stop playing Words with Friends on a plane and was ejected from his flight. Zynga, your game is so addictive, you got the original Zach Ryan put on American Airlines no-fly list between the freaking shoe bomber and Naomi Campbell. That's impressive. If you do nothing tonight, you did that. What went unreported is the thing that went crazy for Alec Baldwin. It wasn't like the stewardess telling him to turn it off. It was the fact that Tracy Morgan had just dropped XU on him and got a triple letter score. Oh yeah, Alec Baldwin, that's a triple letter XU. Yeah, vertical and horizontal. I just got that whole plane pregnant. This is wordplay, Alec Baldwin. QI, scoreboard. I don't even know what it means. It's a Chinese symbol. You guys made PETA angry, which I always think is a good thing. You pissed off PETA, who got upset by the Tanuki suit in the popular, multi-nominated 3D DS game based loosely on pretty much every other successful game Nintendo's ever done. PETA argued that, all right, they're getting out of control at PETA. They argued that it looked like Super Mario was wearing fur. Yeah, they got upset because it looked like... All right, let me give you a quick background. It's a suit resembling a fat raccoon that allows a plumber to fly through a mushroom kingdom and turn into a statue to avoid detection. The fact that it seemed like fur seems like the least fucked up thing at all. Like, that's what caught your eye, PETA? Smoke a bowl and go along for the ride. Get to the castle. Jeez Louise. Everything's assholes. That doesn't make sense, but I think I might have to put that on a t-shirt. Everything's assholes. I think PETA should really direct their anger where it belongs. What about those poor turtles those two Guidos have been kicking around for 3 decades? Where's the turtle parade? Busting Mario on fur is like nailing Capone for tax evasion. Or busting Jerry Sandusky for not wearing shower sandals. Hey, PETA, what about Donkey Kong, huh? He's throwing barrels at everybody. Me and the writer had a bet that you guys would moan horribly at that last joke. So I guess I won. I should have bet money. EA, my man Hillerman is here. You know, they always say that there's a Madden curse. That whoever you put on the cover of Madden, they're cursed. Some might say they get injured. Some might say they go to jail for fighting dogs. Some might... Okay, so, you know, Peyton Hillis, what could possibly go wrong? Here we have a big, corn-fed, mouth-breathing white guy for the Browns. What could happen? All right, I'll tell you. First of all, you picked a Cleveland Brown. What the fuck? What? Really? There's no good that could possibly happen. He's on the Browns. You gave that guy a knee injury, a broken rib, a separated shoulder. In the middle of the season, he sat out 3 games because he had a fucking sore throat. I'm not making this up. Peyton Hillis, the man that could crush me with his eyelids, sat out because he couldn't swallow. Insert Vegas strip club joke there. Because I'm not going to try anymore with those. But you know, what was that conversation like? Do you reach out to Peyton Hillis? I guess his people, right? And you go, hey, Peyton, we spoke to the people at EA Sports. We got incredible news for you. And he just goes, did I get traded? They go, no, they're going to put you on the cover of Madden. But did I get traded? No, your wife called. She just gave birth to twins. Did they get traded? Can you get me? I'm a fucking Cleveland Brown. Who cares? Nothing good is going to happen. People are dressed up in dog suits in the end zone. That's who I'm performing for. I cross the goal line and I look up and there's fat guys wearing dog masks. And I go, there's my demo. Yay. You know what? Fuck it. I have a sore throat. I don't want to come. I'm not showing up today. My throat hurts, honey. Interactive achievers, you didn't curse and or upset anyone. In fact, you brought a lot of joy to a lot of people this year. As an actor, the thing that I dig the most about this new era is how damn dramatic the games have become. Most of tonight's biggest games were like watching a movie. I mean, I don't remember ever actually playing L.A. Noire. I just pressed a button and just shit happened. It just took care of itself. It's like the Roomba of video games. It's the self-cleaning oven. I just sat back. Sequels rocked it too. All of the games nominated for Game of the Year tonight are sequels. Though I guess you don't really make bad sequels, right? Case in point, Elder Scrolls up for a pile of awards tonight, right? Yes? Yes. Very exciting, but just what franchise would announce that their 5th chapter is going to be the best? Maybe tell us that in the first 4 so we don't have to waste our time. I mean, who can pull that off? You guys pulled it off. The 5th one is the best. I'm trying to think. Who else? Police Academy. That's it. The 5th, that's the list. Skyrim and Assignment Miami, end of list. It's an eclectic crowd we got here tonight. The gaming industry's night of nights. Ed Log, this year's, yes, round of applause. Ed Log, this year's, yeah, there you are. This year's Pioneer Award winner, Ed Log, also nominated for Most Unfortunate Name. Log. I'm a child. 2012 Hall of Famer Tim Sweeney is also here from Epic Games. Round of applause for Tim Sweeney. Yes. Epic Games, a company celebrating its 20th anniversary. Yes, tonight. It happened tonight, 20 years ago, in this room, is when they gave birth to it. Yeah. Jesse Schell of Schell Games is in the house. Jesse Schell? Yes. No? Not as popular? Maybe? Okay. I looked you up, Jesse, on the internet, and you are a self-described writer, director, performer, juggler, comedian, and circus artist. You left out poet, woodpecker, and grand poobah of the Aryan Nation. How did you leave those out? Don't sell yourself short. You must be exhausted. You wear Jay Mohr out. Really? That's the line in the sand? Don't pick on a lady that does freaking whippets with the help? That's your line? We're all sympathetic to Jay Mohr. She called the hospital to go to exhaustion. That's who you're just so I have a read for the night. You can make fun of Hilliman wearing blacks that don't match, but don't touch Jay Mohr. She's our girl, JJ. She does so much for the gaming industry. She's always there for us. Really? She went to the hospital for exhaustion. I think Norm Macdonald would put it best, since you are so sick of Norm Macdonald. Hey, oh my God, Jay Mohr went to the hospital for exhaustion. Oh man. Yeah, I know when I'm at work laying drywall with my buddy Frank. Hey, oh my God, I'm exhausted. You know where I like to go where I'm tired? Home. Yeah, oh my God. I never said, I'm so tired, Frank, from this construction site, you know? All right, what do you say after work? You and I go to the hospital and just go to the emergency room and just check in for tired. Oh my God, I'm so exhausted. 911, I'm tired. Oh my God, I'm falling asleep. Get up here. Yeah, oh my God, is that a whippet? What, the H? David Jaffe is here. I only put this in the monologue last second. Thank you for dressing up. It's important to match the garanimals, David. Listen. You can't be putting a rhino with a giraffe, then you get a whole wacky thing going on. We've also got an honest-to-God badass in the house with us tonight. He spoke at the convention, and tonight he's a presenter. No jokes here. Isaac Gilmour, formerly of SEAL Team 7, is here. SEAL Team 7, Isaac Gilmour is here. Yes. Where are you? Can I even see where you are? Yes. Thank you, brother, for your service. God bless you. There's no jokes about you here, because you'll kill me. Thank you for representing our fine men and women of the armed services. You're just, it's an honor to have you here. That's about as badass gets. And before any of you ask already, no one from SEAL Team 6 could be here because they're busy getting laid every minute of every day for the rest of their lives. Oh yeah, your boyfriend crashed your Miata? Yeah. Oh no, yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, I shot Bin Laden in the face, suck it. Now you. All right, sir, do it. SEAL Team 6 may have shot him, but I'm pretty sure it was SEAL Team 7 who found his porn. Much respect. Someone not in the crowd tonight, much to my dismay, world-renowned programmer Richard Garriott, Lord British, not here. And I love making fun of him, so that's horrible. I wanted to make fun of his film that he made. Did you see Richie's documentary? Man on a Mission. It's about him going to space while keeping in touch with his mother. And that movie was very affecting for me. Changed my perspective on life because I realized, holy shit, Richard Garriott's mother was in more movies than I was last year. See, I turned it on myself. I suck. He's awesome. I'm a buffoon. All you guys and all you gals and women that deserve whatever success that you... am I having a stroke? Is it really? Is this where it goes down? This would be the worst place to have a stroke. You look up, there's fucking stormtroopers standing over you. R2-D2's teabagging you. They're writing Hoth on your forehead. You guys deserve all the success you get. Many of you even deserve some awards. So you guys ready to light this candle and get going? The 15th Annual Interactive Achievement Awards. It's divisible by 5. It's number 15. Now let's get everybody pregnant. Presenting our first award is a musical storyteller who joined your ranks here on the leading edge of entertainment. Please welcome prophetic producer and transmedia true believer, Glenn Ballard, everybody. Come on, Glenn. Top 500.
Thanks. Go easy on me. I'm just a musician, please. Compelling characters in grand scale storytelling provide glimpses into the most epic sides of truth, wisdom, failure, and triumph. Pristine sound and mood-perfect music express that which cannot be put into words, yet cannot remain silent. It's my pleasure to present the maestros who best realized the potential of their art forms this past year. The nominees and winners for outstanding achievement in music and cinematic arts. This is one of the few montages we'll be seeing this evening. We ask that you enjoy the work and save your applause until the very end.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Original Music are Infamous 2, L.A. Noir, Little Big Planet 2, Portal 2, Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. And the winner is Portal 2 by Valve. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Sound Design are Battlefield 3.
Where's the LT? Ambush left!
Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3.
The bank is surrounded.
L.A. Noir.
Put the weapon down now.
Need for Speed, The Ride.
What the hell?
Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. And the winner is Battlefield 3 by Electronic Arts and DICE. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Story are Bastion.
Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
L.A. Noir.
First rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence.
Portal 2.
How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me.
You did what?
The Elder Scrolls V. Skyrim. Uncharted 3. Drake's Deception.
Why do the English cross the Rub al Khali?
They're looking for the lost city of Ubar.
And the winner is The Elder Scrolls V. Skyrim by Bethesda Softworks and Bethesda Game Studios. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Character Performance are Adam Jensen, Deus Ex, Human Revolution.
You can't play the good cop when you've been playing the bad cop.
What about Nicole?
Cole Phelps, L.A. Noire.
The evidence says that you killed her. And it's not out of the question.
Wheatley, Portal 2.
Very minor case of serious brain damage.
Nathan Drake, Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception.
Lost you before.
You're not.
I just can't do that again.
Victor Sullivan, Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception.
I like the immeasurable wealth part anyway.
And the winner is Wheatley, Portal 2 by Valve.
This place is huge, and we're only seeing the top layer.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for tonight's winners for Outstanding Achievement in Music and Cinematic Arts. And now, to present the Pioneer Award to a living legend whose life's work has helped shape and define the entire interactive entertainment industry, please welcome acclaimed producer, designer, mentor, and AIAS Hall of Famer, Mark Cerny.
Thank you. Tonight we honor Ed Logg, a name behind such classic arcade games as Asteroid, Centipede, and Gauntlet. In what is arguably the most difficult marketplace ever to exist in the history of video games, Ed didn't just succeed, he dominated. He had a string of major hits at a time when most of the rest of us struggled to make games that could sell at all. So, why was it so hard? First, these games were unmarketed and unmarketable. They just showed up one day in the arcade and people either played them or they didn't. No TV ads, no long-form interviews with game creators in the magazines. In fact, no game magazines at all. Games succeeded or failed based on their merits, making it the toughest and the fairest marketplace that games have ever known. Second, once that game was there in the arcade, you could see it for free. You could play it for a quarter, and if it wasn't a fun 3 minutes, you'd never play it again. No buyer's remorse. In fact, no purchase at all, really. The game was either instant fun or an epic fail. And finally, games that couldn't hack it for one reason or another, they didn't have low sales. They had no sales. Without the possibility of massive returns, no arcade game operator would spend $2,000 on one of those machines. So I experienced all of this and more as a member of the 1982 freshman class of Atari arcade game programmers. Our failure rate was a stunning 80%, meaning that 4 out of 5 titles that freshman class created did not sell a single unit. Now, let me tell you, Atari was a small company, so we all got to watch Ed Logg in action. And to Ed, creating something like an Asteroids or Centipede was simply a matter of putting the right features in the game in the right order. But the trick here, which the rest of us struggled with, was knowing what those right features were. Ed would survey the arcade landscape littered with other people's failed games and crushed dreams and make some comment like, bless them, there's just a lack of good ideas. So he was a hero. Certainly he was my hero, but also terribly difficult to emulate. The gap in skill was simply too high. I'd also like to say that Ed is a saint, which made it even harder to be around him. If there were an award for being the nicest guy in games, Ed would win that too. It wasn't just that he had a lot of patience with me. I was 17 when I joined Atari and a very young 18 when we worked together. It was also that Ed kept his balance in the face of being advised by 3 layers of management and marketing as to what he really ought to be doing. So, between the relaxed working style and the even-tempered personality, Ed at 30 was obviously built for endurance. After the arcade game crash, he moved to consumer games, mobile, and other platforms, and has continued to contribute broadly with over 30 games and counting to date. Let's take a look at Ed's career.
Understand that at Atari, in the golden age of arcade games, Ed Logg was the lead character, the lead designer, the lead engineer, okay, behind what still is the greatest string of hits in the history of the video game business.
If you have spent any time dropping quarters at an arcade, chances are it was on a game developed by Ed Logg.
So I met Ed at Atari when he started.
Probably 1980?
1979? Early 76. So Ed's games were very successful. They were #1 games, #1 hits.
But it's even more special than that, because not only was it a great string of hits inside our business, it was the first ever string of hits.
Ed held tightly to Atari's ideology. Develop games that are easy to learn, but difficult to master.
It's what makes a game great. Keeping the player committed and yet snatching victory from them in such a way that they feel that, it's still their fault.
Ed would add that the games had to be fun, too.
He tuned his games exceptionally well. You were plugged into the mechanic. You're in there.
All right, I need both hands for this game. Can you feed me nachos while I play?
Why don't you just stop playing?
Tell that to the brave crew of the SS Triangle. Eagle rocks.
I remember on first field test watching some guy come up, put his quarter in, and die in like 15 seconds, 20 seconds. And then he pulled another quarter out.
We don't know for sure, but we've estimated that Asteroids easily takes in around $10 million a week in quarters.
Hot on the heels of Asteroid's success, Ed co-developed Centipede with Donna Bailey.
And that was always the holy grail for Atari. How do we build a game for women? No one could figure out how to build it. And that one actually did.
When that became another huge success for Atari, Ed earned the nickname Golden Boy around the office.
He actually got the nickname Golden Boy when he was there, yeah.
He is kind of a golden boy. He's just, whatever he touches seems to work.
By the mid-'80s, the entire video game market had nearly collapsed. Enter Gauntlet.
Wizard needs food. Bad haste.
With Gauntlet, the arcade business was in decline, and here comes Ed with a hit, like the Asteroids hit, in a business that everyone said was dead.
I remember playing Gauntlet with my buddies at the local pizza place and basically feeding quarters over and over into that machine just to hear those digitized voices give me crap. It was awesome.
Ed's latest venture, Innovative Leisure, has landed him in Time magazine a full 30 years after he started in the business.
Ed's kind of one of the heroes of the early days and now back at it, which I think is really fascinating. I can't wait to see what comes out of this.
He still has it. He's the same guy he always was.
It's just a certain magic that the guy has. What can I tell you? It's just Ed.
Please join me in welcoming Ed Logg.
Well, you sure did it. Thank you, Mark Cerny, for those introducing me and those kind and generous remarks. I'll always remember that. Many people have asked me how recently about my history in the video games and how I got started. And it made me think back over all the years I've been doing this. Now, I've been doing programming now for almost 48 years. And I can remember doing chess, checkers, slot machines on an IBM 1401 around 1964, 65. And of course, we had Hall Earth cards in those days. you were probably all way too young to remember them, so just in case you forgot, I happen to have one. It's what every programmer needs, yes, a Hollerith card. Well, you probably didn't know that in those days the PG&E bills would come with a Hollerith card. Of course, it said, do not staple, fold, or mutilate on them. Well, my mother must have gotten very pissed at PG&E or something, because one day she asked me if I could take care of it. Well, I had a portable hole punch in those days because I was programming on them, and I punched a few extra holes before we sent our bills back every month. But I bet you what you don't know is that there's a special red tape that you can actually put the Chad back into the card and tape it up, and the card reader will actually accept it. A little interesting. Anyway, the 1401 had, it was a very interesting machine. It had like 4K characters of memory. Now, think about it. We were doing everything in Fortran in those days, so you actually had to run a Fortran compiler that ran in 4K of memory, which is kind of amazing. But it had one amazing attribute, and it had variable length words. So at one point, I actually wrote a program with 1,000 character word. So I could actually add 2 words together and get a 1,000 character result. A few years later, I was programming on a Control Data 6000 series. And of course, this machine had 60-bit words, 120-bit double precision, and it had 100K of memory, and you could run 5 or 6 Fortran jobs easily. It had 1 or 2 CPUs and had 8 to 16 PPUs doing all the I/O. So if you think about this, for all you people with your 64-bit processors running multi-core PCs and multiple function units, you're just now catching up to 1960s technology. I've also been asked how I feel about this award, and it took me a while to answer that question, but I must say that I was very lucky to be at the right place, the right time when the industry was starting off and computers were just getting going, to be able to do everything I could do for Atari. And if you also stop and think about it, can you realize they actually paid me to design and program and play video games? Now, how many of you actually can find a job where they pay you to do what you really want to do and really have fun doing it? But bottom line, I must admit, offering me a Pioneer Award makes me feel like an old fart. I've been around so long. And I want to thank DICE for offering and presenting this award to me and for all my past work. And I want to especially thank all those people who worked with me all over the years and to make everything possible for all this. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Incredible. That was awesome. Yeah, again, the guy invented asteroids, for crying out loud. And according to the video montage, it was his idea to make games fun. Outside the box thinker. What if we make it fun? Ooh! Who worked there before him? That's incredible. That really kind of freaked me out and blew my mind. I was totally starstruck. All right, get my act together. From the Guild, Dragon Age Redemption, and Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, please welcome actress and geek goddess, Felicia Day, everybody. Big round of applause. Felicia, there she is. Hello, lovely.
Thank you, Jay. And for the record, I thought that guy's Ed Hardy jacket was pretty hot. Anyway, I am honored to be here tonight presenting an Interactive Achievement Award. It is an understatement to say that I appreciate and love video games and the video game community. I have 110 hours of Skyrim, and I added up 78 days of my life in World of Warcraft. When I say that out loud, it's kind of depressing. So over the years, you've all been really devoted to me and my work and my shows. And so before I get to this award, I would just like to say thank you for all your support. And please, from the bottom of my heart, a few of you need to step it down a notch, especially you, Randy Pitchford. Where are you? You follow me on Facebook, you follow me on Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram. It's weird. think I just owned that guy. Okay, these 5 games generated roughly $2.5 billion in download revenue last year and countless hours of enthralling gameplay. Here are the nominees for Downloadable Game of the Year.
The nominees for Downloadable Game of the Year are Bastion, Draw, Trail of Shadows, Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet, Missplosion Man, Orcs Must Die,
Oh, I should go. Oh, hi. And the winner, the award goes to Bastion.
Forced out from underground. And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use.
Wow, I think is the succinct version of this speech, but in slightly more detail, this is really incredible for us. This is our first game as a studio. We're 7 people based out of a living room of a house in San Jose, and here we are at the AIAS Awards. So this is really quite surreal, although we feel like we're following in a now kind of a years-long tradition of these really kind of amazing and high-quality games made by small teams. While we were working at Electronic Arts on much bigger teams, we were really inspired by some of the stuff that was happening on a smaller level. So this is kind of a fulfillment of all our original aspirations.
Thanks to our families and to our partners at Warner Brothers and to the AIS. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Presenting Casual Game of the Year and Social Networking Game of the Year, 2 dudes who both love sweatpants on a Sunday morning and still have open Friendster accounts. Please welcome PopCap EP Matthew Lee Johnston and Vice President of Nexon America AIAS board member Min Kim, everybody. Let's hear it.
Min and I are here to tear it up and set your souls on fire. We're here to reward a game that melted your faces in 2011. The most mind-blowing, crazily crap your pants, complex gaming experience imaginable. That incidentally almost made your eyes orgasm.
Eyegasm. Think about it. Eyegasm. No, we're actually here to present the award for Casual Game of the Year.
Oh, the games we play on the toilet? I love those.
Game of the Year are Fruit Ninja Connect, Jetpack Joyride, Monsters Ate My Condo, Tiny Wings, Where's My Water?
And the award goes to Fruit Ninja Connect. Published by Microsoft Studios, developed by Half Brick.
Wow.
Thanks very much, everyone. I'm Phil, came all the way from Australia to be here tonight. I'm glad we got 2 nominations in there. It increased our chances. So, you know, we're really proud of everything that Fruit Ninja has done over the past 2 years, and we couldn't be happier to release Fruit Ninja Connect with obviously our help from our friends at Microsoft. And I'll give a quick shout out to all my boys back at home, Ben, Sean, Fish. They're the Fruit Ninja Connect team, and you know, the original creators are Luke Muscat, Sharth and Morowitz, and of course Shanil Dio. And yeah, I'm gonna go and have a party thanks to the AIAS. Thanks a lot. See you next time.
Man, before we give out this next award, somebody from the Academy wanted me to let you guys know that any award won tonight can be upgraded via microtransaction at the AIS website. So like, you can either level up the prestige of the award, you can change the category. I think you can even buy it like a cowboy hat or something.
Wait, are you telling me that I can buy an award?
That's the VGAs.
Here are the nominees for Social Networking Game of the Year.
The nominees for Social Networking Game of the Year are Army Attack, Castleville, Gardens of Time, The Sims Social, Triple Town,
Okay. Ooh. And the award goes to The Sims Social.
Oh, good.
Thanks, guys. Cheers, thanks, Rich. This is an incredible honor. Thank you, the Academy. Thank you, everyone. We had an unfair advantage in this particular category. A long time before we even dreamt of The Sims Social, there was The Sims. And we were very blessed to work with folks like Charles London, a member of the original team, who held us accountable and ensured that this game was held as a little bit of that magic, even though it was just a 10 meg client download and a flash game. So huge thanks to all the guys at Maxis, and big shout out to the guys at Playfish UK who pulled it together. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Yes. Thank you, Elvis Costello and Sean Lennon. Now, really? Now we're on board? All right. Well, you know, Jay Mohr, presenting our next award, 2 stars from the network we're no longer on, which is a little awkward. From X-Play, Adam Sessler and the lovely Morgan Webb. Everybody, let's hear it for our friends, Adam and Morgan. My man.
Adam's would like to show that he's wearing his grown-up socks
Yes.
today.
No skin this time. I'm very Victorian this year. All right. So since this is on the internet, not on like deep cable,
Yes.
can we drop the F-bomb?
I prefer third tier. No, they're gonna get mad at us. Yeah,
We can
sure.
do that one. All right.
Yeah.
And should we?
No, we probably shouldn't.
All right. Please. Just a little. You know, just go there. All right.
One time.
All right, so tonight's winner for role-playing / massively multiplayer online game of the year will join the ranks of such very past victors as Dragon Age Origins, Mass Effect, Paper Mario, World of Warcraft, maybe even like Lands of Lore 3. I can't remember, we actually had these awards back then.
I am just waiting with bated breath for this curse.
I know, it's not yet. I'm just, just keep going.
All right. Okay, different tones, yes, different consoles, sure, different experiences, absolutely. But they each took home this prize because they each cast gamers in the roles they were most eager to play on the vast stages on which they were most eager to perform.
So here are this year's awesome fucking nominees.
Well done.
The nominees for role-playing and massively multiplayer online game of the year are...
There are beasts that walk this land.
Dark Souls.
I never asked for this.
Deus Ex: Human Revolution.
And with the Force on our side,
Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Justice will prevail.
The Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim. The Witcher 2: Assassins of Kings.
All right, and the winner is, let's find out. The Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim, published by Bethesda Softworks and developed by Bethesda Game Studios.
You don't think this is a war already? Skyrim needs the Empire as much as it needs us.
I fight for my people.
Thank you so much for this award. It means so much to us in this category that we've worked in for so long. I think this year, you look at those nominees for RPG and MMO, this year was full of amazing games. I want to thank everybody who supported us, everybody at the AIS, all of our fans out there, everybody on the team at Bethesda. We really poured ourselves into this. Special mention to Adam Adamowicz, a friend and colleague of ours on the team who's worked with us for a long time, who passed away from cancer last night. This one's for you, Adam. Thanks.
Damn you, Todd, for making me come up here.
I need to thank my wife, Megan. This is a very belated thank you for Oblivion, Fallout 3, and now Skyrim, so I just need to get it out of the way now. Actually, I do want to thank the families of the team back home. And without you guys, taking care of things and helping us out, we wouldn't be able to work endless hours to make these incredible games. So thanks a lot.
All right, one of these guys called you all out for not seeing the future. The others on the verge of making history. Please welcome from Shell Games, Jesse Shell and the mind behind Guy Kai, David Perry, everybody. Applaud for your fellows. There you go.
We're from the future. Yes. Yes, we are. The games up for outstanding innovation in gaming each represent creative and technological breakthroughs that are reshaping our industry even now in 2012, which is, of course, the ancient past.
I can personally report that every one of these nominees will become rich and famous, and 2 of them will one day live on the moon.
So here's some clips of their game-changing work from the past year.
The nominees for outstanding innovation in gaming are...
He gets up.
Bastion.
Sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble.
L.A. Noire.
With this technology, what you see is what you get. Some of your men aren't fully licensed.
Portal 2. Skylanders: Spyro's Adventure. The Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim.
And the award goes to...
Skylanders: Spyro's Adventure, published by Activision.
Hi there. Thank you very much. The award really belongs to all the developers at Toys for Bob who labored for 3 years, trusting that we knew what we were doing. And we also worked with folks around the world, XPEC in Taiwan, Vicarious Visions in New York. Plenty of folks down in Santa Monica contributed directly to the project, as well as tremendous faith by the executives at Activision. We often fight with schedule, budget, and quality. They honestly gave us everything we needed to do all of those, so thank you.
I'd just like to say this physical toy looks really nice, and I wonder what it does in game.
Yeah, I'd like to also thank these two guys. I've had a great partnership with them. It's been an awesome experience. I'd like to also say I'm proud that we made a game that involves parents and kids all playing together. And I enjoy that. I love my two kids, and I want to thank them. Isabel and Sophia, thank you for bearing with me through all this. Thank you.
All right. If I may quote the Game Pro comment section, Corvette Guy 12 on Twitter, and the passive-aggressive lady, podcast fan, thank you, and the passive-aggressive lady at table 11, why does Jay Mohr host this thing every year? A, David Spade is too expensive, and B, coming to the stage is the man to applaud or blame for that decision. Please welcome a class act with an eye for talent and a passion for games, the president of the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences, Martin Ray. Everybody! Yes! Yes! You are the best.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. It's our 15th year honoring the best in interactive entertainment. Once again, every single award given out tonight has been peer evaluated. Peer panels made up of top game designers and other industry heavyweights made time to play every single submitted title. Those panels then voted for the most deserving finalists, and those finalists were then presented to over 20,000 active members of the Academy through our certified voting process. Our medium continues to rapidly evolve, precedents keep changing, the gamer community keeps expanding. The narratives get deeper, the artistry richer, the gameplay more addictive year after year. We're proud to say that one of the only constants in this sky's the limit industry is the incorruptibility by which we choose to honor each other. On behalf of the Academy Board of Directors and all Academy members, congratulations to our honorees and to all of you for the awe-inspiring work you've done this past year. Thank you.
Race cars, fights, orcs, and if there's time, soccer. This next presentation has it all. And throwing to the tape we have the mayor of Arkham City, Rocksteady's Sefton Hill. Leave stage.
With Arkham City, we set out to create the ultimate Batman simulator. We wanted geeks, adventure junkies, and cuckolded house husbands to feel like they were under the cowl of the Cape Crusader himself. The makers behind all of these award-worthy games provided genre enthusiasts with the same kind of experience, transforming players into race car drivers, furious fighters, sports stars, and master strategists. Each give players the chance to be extraordinary by being extraordinary. Take a look, and please save your applause until the end of the montage.
The nominees for Sports Game of the Year are FIFA 12.
A hits it, a goal! It's been a truly wonderful game.
Madden NFL 12.
Run towards it!
MLB 11, The Show. NBA 2K12, NBA Jam on Fire Edition.
Nothing but net for three.
And the winner is FIFA 12 by Electronic Arts and EA Canada. The nominees for Racing Game of the Year are Forza Motorsport 4, Mario Kart 7, Real Racing 2 HD, and the winner is Forza Motorsport 4 by Microsoft Studios and Turn 10 Studios. The nominees for Fighting Game of the Year are Fight Night Champion,
Fight until somebody quits.
King of Fighters 13, Mortal Kombat, Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and the winner is Mortal Kombat by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment and NetherRealm Studios. The nominees for Strategy Simulation Game of the Year are Iron Brigade, Orcs Must Die, Total War Shogun 2, Toy Soldiers Cold War, Warhammer 40K Dawn of War 2 Retribution. Here there will be. And the winner is Orcs Must Die by Microsoft Studios and Robot Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for all of those winners. And now, presenting this year's Hall of Fame award, please welcome from Epic Games, Mark Wren. Mark Wren.
What can you do? All right, well, that'll help me with my nerves. I've known Tim Sweeney for 20 years now. When I first met him, he was running Epic Mega Games, as it was known back then, from his parents' basement in the suburbs of Washington, D.C. He had a small assembly line where he and a few employees would produce, pack, and mail games that he marketed through shareware. People think of Tim purely as a technology guy, but even back then he was reading the Harvard Business Journal and fascinated with building a great business as well as great games. From those humble beginnings to industry mogul today, Tim has always maintained the highest levels of honesty, humility, generosity, and integrity. He has sustained his desire to be on the leading edge of technology. Even back in 1992, Jill of the Jungle was a 256-color VGA game when others were still making 16-color EGA games. One of the things that amazed me about Tim was the incredible talent he was able to attract and that seemed to naturally gravitate toward him. My very first day on the job at Epic, we sat at our boardroom table, again his parents' dining room table, and convinced Cliff Blazinski to come and work with us. Cliff had built a very odd game, completely by himself, and Tim was immediately able to see a huge amount of potential in this 16-year-old kid with some pretty wacky ideas. Tim has this uncanny ability to see talent in people they don't even know they have, and provide them with the tools and support to flourish. He advocates for developers, for the industry as a whole, and ultimately for gaming consumers. Tim argues tirelessly with hardware and platform vendors over things like driver quality, specifications, features, performance, and even misleading naming conventions. Prior to the Xbox 360 spec being finalized, Tim sent Microsoft screenshots of what Gears of War would look like if the Xbox 360 had shipped with the planned 256 megabytes of memory versus shipping with the needed 512 megabytes. When the decision to use 512 megabytes was finally made, Microsoft called to inform us and added that Tim's efforts were crucial in making that decision, and ultimately he cost them $1 billion. It's true. You can thank him for that. Xbox 360 would have been a complete disaster with only 256 megabytes, and Tim knew it. He's still quietly fighting those kinds of battles today on many fronts for the ultimate benefit of everyone in our industry and our consumers, not just for Epic and not just for Tim. Tim has always believed in empowering artists and designers with the tools that make their jobs easier and make their games better. In 1991, his first game, ZZT, shipped with a level editor, making him somewhat of a pioneer in user-created content and ultimately paving the way for Tim's biggest contribution to the industry so far, guiding the creation of Unreal Engine technology, which has had unparalleled success within the industry at the highest possible levels across multiple platforms and genres. Based on Metacritic ratings, Unreal has powered 3 of the all-time top 10 rated PlayStation 3 games and 4 of the all-time top 10 rated Xbox 360 games. Tim has pushed Epic to lead by example. Just a few years ago, Gears of War swept these interactive achievement awards, taking home 8 trophies, including Game of the Year. Unreal Engine licensees have followed with amazing achievements of their own, and countless major awards have been bestowed to them. In fact, we just saw Mortal Kombat won one tonight. In fact, tonight, Unreal Engine 3 games have garnered 11 nominations. Last month, Unreal Engine won the current Game Developer Magazine Frontline Award for the Best Engine. A great achievement, but this was its 8th consecutive award for being Best Engine, including being inducted into the Hall of Fame. It has won the Develop Magazine Award for Best Engine every year they've offered it. Today, the engine runs on PC, Mac, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, iOS, Android, Nintendo Wii U, PlayStation Vita, and even in web browsers using Flash. Oh, and some platforms we're not allowed to mention by name yet. Soon we'll be unveiling the amazing Unreal Engine 4, and I proudly predict it will have an even more profound profound effect on our industry thanks to Tim's incredible stewardship and foresight. Although he humbly prefers to call himself Epic's technical director, he is also Epic's CEO. Tim, you are a great CEO of a company that owes everything to you. You are one of the greatest minds in the industry, both technical and business. We're not really buying the shy technology guy thing anymore. So we have a little tribute video we'd like to show you.
Many of the greatest games today have one innovation in common: Epic Games' Unreal Engine.
The things that we've seen people do with it are just phenomenal.
I think that's what the Unreal Engine's really done. It's lifted all boats and made all the games better.
Epic Games, founded in 1991, was destined for greatness with the innovations of one man, Tim Sweeney.
Well, Tim's obviously very smart. He's very passionate. He comes up with really brilliant ideas.
It's kind of intimidating because you're just sort of afraid of saying something that makes you look stupid.
From the humble beginnings of a suburban Maryland basement, Tim hatched his first game with ZZT.
I honestly can't remember why Tim named ZZT ZZT. It's one of those games that I think to this day still actually has an active fan community.
He likes to choose his names as something that'll be really noticeable. You know, back in the BBS days, you either wanted to start with 3 A's or 2 Z's and be at the bottom of the list every time.
I have no idea what ZZT means.
Tim began leaving recruitment messages in his game releases, and amateur game developers answered the call.
He had released Jill of the Jungle, which was a great little platforming game back in the day. I had downloaded it, I had played it, and then I saw his call for artists and designers and decided to submit my game to him.
What began as Potomac Computer Systems quickly became Epic Mega Games, and eventually Epic Games.
Tim always knew what was going to happen with Epic, that one day we'll be a really big, awesome game company. But for now, let's choose a name that makes us sound bigger and more important than we really are.
And once we got together and actually had an office space, it was one of those environments that felt very kind of cooperative and very collaborative.
With their new clan assembled, they began work on Unreal. The revolution was on.
I was never a very good artist or a good programmer, but what Tim was able to do was to facilitate tools to allow creatives to unleash their potential and to iterate quickly.
With a game-changing list of features, Unreal Engine quickly caught the attention of the entire gaming industry.
The biggest strength of the Unreal Engine is it allows designers to quickly pan for gold and find out what's fun versus what is not fun, which is one of the biggest challenges with modern video game development.
With the breakneck pace of hardware advancement and the explosion of console and PC gaming over the last 15 years, Tim has kept the Unreal Engine ahead of the curve with each new iteration.
Gears of War, I think, was the first real game that showed what this current generation Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 technology could do.
Unreal is now available on every major platform, and the next generation is already in development. Despite his technical accomplishments and massive success, Tim's friends swear he's still the same guy he's always been.
He's the same guy that I met when I was kind of a green 17-year-old 20 years ago.
For those who know him or his products, Tim is respected, admired, and today, he is honored.
I don't think there's anybody who's had the influence on this games industry over the last 10 years more than Tim Sweeney.
Let's finish it. Tim Sweeney, the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences 2012 Hall of Fame inductee.
Steve, thank you. That guy in the red is really sexy. So Steve Jobs once said that Apple believed in saying no to thousands of products so they could really focus on the few that are truly important and meaningful. Tim Sweeney firmly shares that belief. Tim is the prism through which all of Epic's light and energy is focused into an amazing beam of greatness. And I'm so honored to be able to induct him into the Hall of Fame with so many other great industry luminaries. Earlier today, we surprised him by flying out Epic's first landlord, his father, Paul Sweeney, along with his brothers, Steve and Pat. They're here to share this evening with him, and I can only imagine how proud they must be. I know his dearly departed mother, Anne, reveled in Tim's accomplishments and would have been beaming with joy had she been here today. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my business partner, mentor, leader, and above all, my great friend and 2012 AIAS Hall of Fame recipient, Tim Sweeney.
Well, thank you very much, Mark, for the awesome Unreal Engine sales pitch. You know, it's really a great honor to receive this award. My hero, John Carmack, the programmer of Wolfenstein 3D and Doom and Quake, was an earlier recipient of an AIAS award. From that point on, I've really seen this as the hallmark of the game industry. I'm really deeply touched that you would all consider me for it. Yeah, Epic Games started out in 1991, but the one and only thing I've accomplished in the game industry by myself is just that first game that I shipped back then. Everything else has been an incredible team effort with some of the world's best developers that we've been able to attract to Epic Games. And from the very beginning, when Mark invited himself over to Epic Mega Games World Headquarters and stopped by my dad's house, from the very beginning, we've had this awesome interplay between people with different talents. You know, I've been working on the technical aspects of the company and developing code, leading the engine, while Mark has been out recruiting great developers, selling their technology. It's really highlighted to me the incredible mix of great talent you need to run a game company now. You need the world-class designers, programmers, artists, business people, and management. I'd like to thank Mike Capps for bringing Epic into the world of modern companies. about 10 years ago when we actually put in place some real management and enabled our Epic to grow up to the kind of company that was able to develop Gears of War with close to 100 people. It's a great honor. Thank you very much. And look forward to hopefully another 20 years of opportunity in this great industry of ours. Thank you very much.
You know them, you love them. Here is my favorite a cappella band, ESRB President Patricia Vance and Gearbox Guru Randy Pitchford, everybody. Yes!
All right, family games are about togetherness and bonding, right, Randy?
Definitely. Between us, there's really nothing that I'd really rather do, nothing more personally gratifying than spending time with my family, enjoying a game that embraces principles of love and harmony. You know, no room for violent shooter-looters, nothing about aliens hunting Marines, no foul language, nothing about collecting a bazillion guns. Just what's important is sharing with the family. You know, love and harmony and hug.
Man up, Randy. All right, here are the nominees for Family Game of the Year.
The nominees for Family Game of the Year are Dance Central 2, Just Dance 3, Connect Disneyland Adventure, Little Big Planet 2, Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure,
And the award goes to Little Big Planet 2, developed by Media Molecule.
Thank you on behalf of the creative Media Molecule teams back in England. I accept this award. Thank you.
You should have a segue. It'd be cool to come on a segue. Our next, I'm doing a lot of walking. Our next presenter is the president of Innovative Leisure and No Zelda Table. That's not a company that makes sex toys, so don't ask. He doesn't even like that question, even though it is a perfectly reasonable question. Ladies and gentlemen, Seamus Blackley. Come on! Seamus!
I think I'm changing my name to Seamus Reen. I'm here to present 2 awards, so lucky you, Mobile Game of the Year and Handheld Game of the Year. The uninitiated may ask, isn't a mobile game in fact a handheld game? To which I would say, back the hell off, we're trying to do a show here. And then I would point out that mobile games are those specifically designed to be addictive and ideal for mobile devices and smartphones. These are the sorts of games people play in waiting rooms, bus queues, and instead of listening to me talk. So with that, here are the nominees for Mobile Game of the Year.
The nominees for Mobile Game of the Year are Contre-Jour, Dead Space, Infinity Blade 2.
You have begun something. You cannot finish it.
Tentacles, The Dark Meadow,
And the winner is And Tim's tentacles continue to extend with Infinity Blade 2, published by Epic Games.
So first of all, I have to say, Tim, you bought another 10 years from me tonight, so thanks for that. This obviously goes to the folks at Chair in Salt Lake City. They've made 4 games so far, and every single one of them has garnered Game of the Year awards. No other Epic studio, including Epic HQ or even Tim's dad's house, can say that. So we're really proud of you guys. I want to thank them, Brandon Sanderson, who did the novella for us, added a lot to the fiction. This has just been a magical night for us, and we really appreciate it. Thanks, everyone.
And now into nominees for Handheld Game of the Year. While we may play them on a smaller screen, never for a second do we feel like we're playing a lesser game. These are all advanced experiences designed specifically for and brilliantly designed for portable consoles, perfect for the hardcore gamer on the go. Here are the nominees for Handheld Game of the Year.
The nominees for Handheld Game of the Year are Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective, Kirby, Mass Attack, Mario Kart 7, Professor Layton and the Last Spectre, Super Mario 3D Land,
And the winner is Super Mario 3D Land.
Thank you very much. It's always an honor to be singled out as having an award from the Academy because the people who make the games vote for it. And I'd like to just thank you all on behalf of our Tokyo studios and our Kyoto studios, and thank you very much.
All right. You guys having a good time? Yes. Is that an open bar? Well, spread it around, would you? Cocktails on me tonight, everybody. Please welcome the odd couple tonight of games, THQ's Danny Bilson and my personal style guru, Valhalla Games' own, Tomonobu Itagaki. Hi.
The nominated games in this category feature a variety of classic character types, such as rogues and gangsters, heroes, and vigilantes.
Their makers not only celebrated, but often enhanced the works of such modern-day masters as Bob Kane, Raymond Chandler, and Steven Spielberg.
Each adventure fans will not forget.
Here are the nominees for Adventure Game of the Year.
The nominees for Adventure Game of the Year are Batman, Arkham City.
So you decided to finally show up, did you?
L.A. Noire.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. Happy hunting.
Portal 2. The Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword. Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception.
Be careful what you wish for. It might just get you.
And the award go to
Batman, Arkham City, published by Warner Brothers Interactive, developed by Rocksteady.
Thanks to the Academy for this award, and you know, it's such a great award because people in the industry vote for it. It means all that much more to us. You know, obviously this is for the whole team who did such a fantastic job on the game overall, and as all developers, the other big group I'd like to thank is our families for putting up with us. You know, we put our whole life and soul into this, you know, for 2 years, just over 2 years, and you know, their patience and their understanding made it possible. So also to our families, and finally, of course, to Warner, who supported us all the way through and believed in the vision from the start. So thanks to everyone. Cheers.
Round of applause. Yes, yes. Wow, nothing like a giant monitor to see exactly where you're going bald. That's it, right there. And oddly, my pubes. I have a giant bald spot on the left. All right, next up, we've got way more alliteration than should ever be allowed in one set of presenters, handing out the awards for outstanding achievement in online gameplay and in connectivity, but you can't say if you're inebriated, so there. Here are the co-founders of Riot Games, Brandon Beck and Mark Merrill, and from GameSpot's The Controller, Kelly, a.k.a. Mrs. Violence. Let's hear it. All right. Connectivity, everybody. Hey, guys. Hi, Kelly.
I think we can all agree that one of the greatest things about online games is they get to play with your friends. Whether it's in the same room, or they're down the street, across the city, or all over the world.
So what you're saying is, Mark, that doesn't matter where you are in the world, we can still incessantly troll each other?
Absolutely.
All right, just checking. Noob.
It's true.
It takes a ton of dedication to make an online game truly awesome and engaging, like the games that are nominated for this award tonight.
You guys are probably pretty familiar with stuff like that, right? Since you kind of worked on a little game of your own?
A little bit. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Gameplay.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Online Gameplay are Battlefield 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Gears of War 3, Little Big Planet 2, Star Wars: The Old Republic,
And the award goes to Star Wars: The Old Republic, published by EA, developed by BioWare Austin. Congrats, guys.
I was going to say wow, but I feel awkward saying that. So, this is quite an honor considering all the other people who are nominated for this. Thank you for the Academy, and I just want to thank JR and Frank Jabot for their patience, and the board as well for this title. It took quite a long time to make, and we had a great team behind it, but like everyone else has been saying, it's about the families that support us too. I really owe them a lot, and teams both at Austin as well as at LucasArts who helped us make this great game. Thank you very much for them as well. And, great support of Ray and Greg as well, who are behind me. I was kind of nervous a little bit because I have two people like that behind me. It's kind of awkward, intimidating. But thanks, everyone. And, for everyone, this is a great award and a great achievement. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you to our great partners at LucasArts, Lucasfilm, and EA, and the rest of BioWare for the support, our wonderful families, and most of all to our wonderful team. It's an honor to work with them. Thank you.
The next award that we're pleased to present is new this year. It celebrates games that not only expanded the ways that players connected, but also the different ways technologies could expand the overall gameplay experience.
These nominees commingled ARG games with actual games, so PS3 with PC. They also enhanced the online experience by linking in-game achievements with advanced multimedia social centers.
They even allowed gamers to share items on Facebook that allowed us all to play the games of those neat items instantly.
Oh, so you do check your Facebook.
Sorry, Kelly, I'm married.
Well, the least you could do is throw me some riot points, right?
That'll work.
All right.
So here are the nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Connectivity.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Connectivity are Battlefield 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Dragon Age 2, Portal 2, Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception,
And the award goes to Portal 2, published by Valve.
It's awesome. Thank you. I'm going to make a guess that one of the reasons why we were nominated and given this award was our PS3 connection to Steam and PC and Mac. And, that came about because at Valve, we're gamers. We just want to play games if we buy it in one place. We want to play it in another. We don't want to be thinking about things. We just want to play our games, have them, and play them across all platforms. And so hopefully it's a nod that, we should do more of this. So thank you from everyone at Valve.
All right, we're at the halfway point. You good? Halfway. Madonna's going to come out with her Willem Dafoe body, sing a couple songs. It's a nice halftime show. It's nice of the NFL to go 1990 on us. It was good. I'm going to keep this intro straight because at least half of this next presenter pairing is absolutely no joke. Please welcome the creator of God of War, David Jaffe, and former Navy SEAL, ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Gilmore. Hi, David.
So these 5 action games strove to drop players right down into the thick of it, to make them feel the dread and smell of dry blood and gunpowder, to give gamers an all-encompassing, tangible, visceral experience completely indiscernible from what it's like in actual combat. I mean, you've played these games, Isaac. They're just like being right in the middle of the shit, right?
Yeah, not so much. Sorry.
I may very well have been misinformed, but you still like them, yes?
I do. Actually, it's kind of funny. You'll see guys overseas absolutely furious. They have to put their controller down to go do a real lock, and then pissed off and talking about it the whole way back. And while we're talking about those guys, I just want to get a round of applause for all the boys that are still downrange.
just didn't leave.
Thank you very much. And they're probably playing games instead of sleeping right now. And here are the nominees for Action Game of the Year.
The nominees for Action Game of the Year are
I guess we're late to the party.
Battlefield 3, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, Dead Space 2, Gears of War 3, Saints Row the Third,
And the award goes to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4.
Wow, thank you so much. I mean, I say it every time, but especially this year. There are so many good action games. I mean, Gears of War 3, games that I personally put so many hours in that on behalf of the team, it's so humbling to win an award up against those guys. But I mean, there's a huge team who has weathered the storm on this game that I'm so proud of, and this is really for them.
Yes, thank you. This is fantastic. On behalf of Sledgehammer Games, Infinity Ward, and Activision, we want to thank everybody who voted for us. We want to thank our millions of fans who play every single night. And of course, you know, we want to thank the teams who work tirelessly together to create such an epic product. And we couldn't have done it without the support of our families and friends who let us follow our passion and live our dreams to make video games for a living. They are the true unsung heroes of the video game industry.
Thank you. This is a true honor on behalf of everyone. Thank you very much.
Well, I just figured you closed with the Navy SEAL, so I was all ready to go home. Guess I mistimed my outro. And yes, I am commando right now. I am hung like a button. It really looks like somebody just sewed a button where my penis should be. My poor wife. I don't know what's more impressive, how small I am or how quickly I'm done with it. Stepping to the stage now, the world, you know what? I can't introduce people after crank jokes. I really thought we were done. I was all relaxed. I had my little opium den going in the back. Give yourselves a round of applause because when we're really over, me and the SEAL Team 7 guys are going to invade Crazy Horse 3. Because those whores need liberating. They're fucking strippers and you're moaning like they need a union rep. Oh, come on, JJ. They're just good kids working through college. Now it's much better to introduce them. Hey, all right. Serrano's got the discs. Yes, you're welcome. I found my demographic. Stepping to the stage. Check out these calves, by the way. Check that shit out right there. That's no joke. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's some SEAL Team 7 shit right there. Stepping to the stage now. Wow, I totally mistimed my mushrooms. This was a horrible idea. Looks like a room of gamers. Gamers. Stepping to the stage now, the world builder himself, my boy from BlizzCon, brand new board member, Frank Pierce, everybody. Let's hear it for my friend Frank.
The artistry on display in this next montage is as impressive as any painting, sculpture, or film you've seen in recent memory. More impressive, perhaps, because our art form is still constantly evolving every single day, chiefly because of visionaries like these who continue to astound us with work both original and breathtaking. Here are the benchmarks for the foreseeable future. This year's nominees for winners for outstanding achievement in visual and performance arts.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Animation are Assassin's Creed Revelations, Batman Arkham City, L.A. Noire,
Phelps, Earl, a shooting at the 111 Club.
Rayman Origins, Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception. And the winner is Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception by Sony Computer Entertainment America and Naughty Dog. The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Art Direction are Batman Arkham City,
There's plenty on the route.
Battlefield 3,
Fall in and prepare to move. Scouts report PLR tanks ahead.
Portal 2, Rayman Origins, Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception. Here we go. And the winner is Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception by Sony Computer Entertainment America and Naughty Dog.
Big wave! Big wave! No!
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Visual Engineering are Battlefield 3, Crisis 2, L.A. Noire,
Drop the weapon!
I'm always happy to help the LAPD.
Rage, Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception. And the winner is Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception by Sony Computer Entertainment America and Naughty Dog.
Over there! Come on!
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Gameplay Engineering are Batman Arkham City, Portal 2,
Game on.
Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. And the winner is The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim by Bethesda Softworks and Bethesda Game Studios.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for those winners for Outstanding Achievement in Visual and Performance Arts. Now, please welcome our next presenter. His team will soon release Overstrike, the first multi-platform game in his career. He is the president and CEO of Insomniac Games. He is Ted Price.
When we think of the biggest games, we think of the most creative teams in the world who come together to make magic happen. What we don't often think about is how incredibly challenging it is for the teams to reach consensus on big stuff like story, or not so big stuff like the color of the character's pants. But as we all know, it's damn near impossible to design a game by committee. And that's where game directors come in. Not only are they the stewards for the game's vision, they've got to make the tough calls while keeping their teams energized. And it's often a brutally difficult job, and it takes a rare combination of creative juice, diplomacy, and leadership. These guys and girls have got it all, and they proved it by leading their teams to the finish line. So let's see some of their incredible work.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction are Batman Arkham City, L.A. Noire,
Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Portal 2, The Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim.
I fight because I must.
Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception.
And the award goes to The Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim.
Incredible honor. Thank you so much. It was a big project, but I've worked with an amazing team at Bethesda I've been there for 18 years. A lot of the guys I've worked with for a lot of that time, most of them over 10 years. And so directing a team like this is a joy every day. They inspire me, they come up with great stuff, and it makes coming to work just amazing. I want to thank my wife for all her support. I want to thank my parents, who I suckered into, I will give up allowance for life if you buy me an Apple II. And that's what they did. And then when I was in college, I was losing a lot of time installing Wing Commander on the lab computers. And I would go, and some dude was sitting at my computer that I had installed Wing Commander on, writing his paper, and started installing something else. So I talked them into buying me a PC, so I could do college work, and I needed the extra RAM so I could see the hand on the stick. So thanks, Mom and Dad, for believing all of my lies and buying me computers so I could get here. Thank you.
It's all right. To present the, All right, camera lady, where were you the first 2 hours? Sit down and shut up. Jay Mohr's cock is almost out. Let me get out of my chair. You're gonna need a very zoom lens. My turn? Sorry. No, I'm farting. I can't see. I don't want to hold in my gut anymore. Oh, that's much better if I just let it out. Yeah, everybody's getting impregnated. Little back muscle doing Tracy. Which one's the mic? All right. To present the final / biggest award of the night, we paired up 2 doctors with Z's in their names. That's how you know we're serious. Ladies and gentlemen, they took home this award last year for Mass Effect 2. Give it up for the brains from BioWare, AIAS, Hall of Famers, Dr. Ray Muzica and Dr. Greg Zeschik.
Here to present the Interactive Achievement Award for Game of the Year.
This is the gold standard, and receiving this one was one of the greatest honors in our company's life.
So enough talk. Here are the nominees.
The nominees for Game of the Year are Batman: Arkham City.
We could both actually die here tonight.
Portal 2. The Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim. The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword.
All men dream.
Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception.
But not equally.
And the award goes to
The Elder Scrolls Skyrim, published by Bethesda Softworks, developed by Bethesda Game Studios. Congratulations.
else to say. Thank everybody for just an amazing ride we've had with Skyrim. We could have never planned. We're still kind of absorbing the popularity of the game. Thanks to everybody at Bethesda Softworks, our publishing, ZeniMax Media. You know, we're a private company. We publish and make the games that we really want to play. Everybody in the team, our QA department, they killed themselves testing this game to make it great. Our artists, our programmers, our designers, our producers, our cook, Kenny, who makes us awesome food. It's just been fabulous. Thank you so much.
I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the tech team for a great job, and thank my wife, who after a little bit of tweaking to her medication has been very understanding in my job. And I want to say that the design and art group, those guys are crazy and sometimes scary, and I really appreciate the quality of work that they do for us.
So I'm the luckiest guy in the world to work with such a talented team to make the games that we make. You know, I can't draw, don't really like math. I mean, look at me. You think I would like math, but I actually don't. But what I can do, I can order pizza. So if anyone needs any pizza, just let me know.
Yes! Congratulations! That's our show, everybody. Go home, have fun. Thank you for having me. Good night. I love you. I want to thank Seamus Wren, mostly. Good night, everybody. See you next time. Thank you very much.